Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another championship run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before we dive in, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and fellow Seattle Seahawks fans. Let's get to the news. All right, Seahawks fans, buckle up because what I am about to tell you could be one of the most game-changing rumors, and I emphasize rumors to hit the NFL offseason this year. Yes, I am talking about a potential trade that might redefine the Seahawks secondary for seasons to come. No, I am not just throwing out wild speculation here. This is a scenario that is gaining serious traction within NFL circles, and it involves none other than Trevon Diggs, the Dallas Cowboys star cornerback, now potentially heading to Seattle. Imagine that's a move that could send shockwaves through the NFC West and beyond, especially considering the current state of the Seahawks cornerback room and their ongoing quest to bolster their secondary. Now, let us set the stage. As we all know, Seattle has been steadily building a competitive roster under coach Pete Carroll's leadership. They've even been aggressive in the NFL draft, snagging young talent and trying to fill critical gaps. But in the defensive backfield, there is still a bit of uncertainty. Rick Woolen is an absolute lockdown corner, one of the league's rising stars, no doubt. He has got the size, speed, and ball skills to be an elite shutdown corner for years. Opposite him, Josh Jobe has shown flashes, but he is still a bit unproven. And behind them, the depth chart isn't exactly filled with household names. Shemar Jean-Charles and Nehemiah Pritchett are decent options, but they read more like developmental players rather than reliable starters who can carry the load in a playoff push. So, it is clear that Seattle's secondary needs some veteran leadership and proven production. And that is where the potential of a Trevon Diggs trade comes into play. Now, I want to be very clear, this is a prediction, not a report. But the signs are pointing toward the Dallas Cowboys being open to moving on from Diggs if the right deal comes along. Over the last couple of seasons, Diggs has been a bit of a roller coaster. He has missed 21 games in the past 2 years, mostly due to knee injuries, and that has raised questions about whether he can return to his 2021 All-Pro form. Still, when healthy, Diggs is a game changer. Over his 5-year career, he has accumulated 20 interceptions, 37 pass breakups, and has allowed just 756 yards with a yards after the catch average of 149. That kind of veteran experience and playmaking ability could be exactly what the Seahawks need to take their defense to the next level. Now, why is this trade even a possibility? Well, the Cowboys are in a tricky spot. They recently traded for Kaiir Elam and Shavon Rerevel, and Daron Bland is about to hit free agency next year. Plus, Trevon Diggs has been battling injuries, and his recent extension, $97 million, is a hefty investment that hasn't paid off as expected because of his inconsistency and health concerns. The Cowboys are clearly restructuring that cornerback room, and if the right trade opportunity presents itself, say, a team willing to give up a solid draft pick or a young player, they might be inclined to move Diggs. And that team, folks, could very well be Seattle. Think about it. Seattle is always looking for players who can make an immediate impact, but also provide mentorship to the younger guys. Diggs, with his 5 seasons of NFL experience, could do just that. His ability to teach, lead, and produce if he can regain full health would be invaluable for a secondary that is still trying to find consistency. And let us be honest, if Diggs returns anywhere near his 2021 form, he is a difference maker. He has allowed just 19 touchdowns in his career, but has also been a threat to intercept passes and create turnovers. Imagine pairing him with Woolen, who has already established himself as one of the league's top cornerbacks alongside Jobe and the emerging talent in the secondary. That is a formidable unit, and it could be the cornerstone of a Seahawks defense that aims to contend deep into the postseason. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, what about health? That is the million-dollar question. Diggs has missed time, especially last season, but with proper medical care and recovery, if he can get back to full strength, the Seahawks would be getting a player who has allowed only 756 yards, with an impressive 20 interceptions and 37 pass breakups over his 5-year career. Those numbers, coupled with his leadership qualities, could really elevate the Seahawks secondary, especially for their young cornerbacks who are eager to learn from a seasoned pro. But of course, this move isn't without risk. The Seahawks would have to weigh whether Diggs can stay healthy if he can re-establish his elite playmaking ability, and whether the Cowboys are truly willing to part with him. Still, if all the stars align, this could be a steal for Seattle, an opportunity to get a proven NFL talent at a crucial position. One that has historically been a strength for the Seahawks, but has also been a point of concern in recent years. Let's also talk about the bigger picture here. The NFC West is shaping up to be one of the most competitive divisions in football. The San Francisco 49ers continue to be a powerhouse. The Los Angeles Rams are always dangerous. And the Arizona Cardinals, well, they rebuilding but could surprise some teams. For Seattle, making a bold move like acquiring Diggs could be the edge they need to stand toe-to-toe with these rivals. It's about creating a defense that can clamp down on opponents and give Geno Smith and the Seahawks offense more chances to shine. And if they can do that, the Seahawks might not just be playoff contenders, they could be legit Super Bowl contenders. And let us not forget, the Seahawks coaching staff and front office have shown they're not afraid to make bold decisions. Remember when they traded for Jamal Adams or signed players like Quandre Diggs and Bobby Wagner? Those moves paid dividends, and a potential Diggs trade would be in line with that aggressive, winning mentality. Plus, with the new NFL landscape, teams are more willing than ever to pull off high-impact trades to gain that extra advantage. Seattle, with its rich history, passionate fan base, and a roster that's on the cusp of greatness, could see this as a perfect opportunity to make a statement. Now, I want to hear from you, Seahawks fans. Do you think this is a move worth pursuing? Would you be excited to see Trevon Diggs don the Seahawks colors and bolster that secondary? Or do you think they should stick with the young guns and focus on development? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion really matters. This is an exciting time for Seahawks Nation, and whether or not this trade materializes, it is clear that the team is looking to make bold moves to stay ahead in the NFC West. And remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, rumors, and deep dives into everything Seahawks related. From draft picks to free agency, from trades to game analysis, we're here to bring you the most comprehensive coverage of your favorite team. So stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already, and keep that Seahawks spirit alive. We're in this together, and I believe that with the right moves, this team can once again rise to the top of the division and chase that Super Bowl dream. And now, Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What is your take on this? Would you be thrilled to see Trevon Diggs in Seahawks green? Do you think the Cowboys are making a mistake by considering a trade? Or maybe you have other names in mind that could fit this puzzle? Whatever your thoughts, I am eager to read them all, your insights, theories, and predictions. Your voice is what makes this community special. Remember, this is a fan-driven channel, and your engagement helps us grow, motivates me to bring you the best content, and keeps the Seahawks fire burning bright. So, as we wrap up, don't forget hit that like button if you want the YouTube algorithm to keep pushing the latest Seahawks news your way. Share this video with friends, family, or any Seahawks supporter you know. And of course, stay tuned for more breaking news, deep analysis, and exclusive insights. The 2025 NFL season is just around the corner, and with moves like this potential Trevon Diggs trade, the Seahawks might just be gearing up for a historic run. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Hawks.